Hello, my name is Robert Lacavara with Caldwell Banker Realty in Westfield, New Jersey, the #1 real estate office in the state of New Jersey. Today, I want to talk to you about the entire process of buying a house from start to finish, what you're going to need to know and you should know when purchasing a house in Union County. If this is your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell so you can be up to date on any new market changes or any other information I have about Union County, and then we can talk about several different things now about the process of buying a house. So let's get started and dive in. Step 1, find the right agent. Before anything else, finding the right agent is someone that you want to work with, and that person wants to work with you. You want to find a compatibility with an agent that you can trust and work with. And that agent should always have your best interest at heart. Signing a buyer's agency agreement with the right person can be one of the most crucial parts of the whole process. Your agent negotiates on your behalf, tracks current market activity, and once you've found a house you want to put an offer in on, they will hyper-focus on that neighborhood so you can get the right estimate of how you should bid and what price point you should come in at. They evaluate the house itself, they know the schools, they know the neighborhood, and they know everything about all the real estate documents that they can explain to you and they can kind of lay out for you that you have to sign while making that offer. They're right there with you for inspections and walkthroughs, and they answer your calls, texts, and emails in a timely, quick manner. And that relationship is really where this whole process starts. Finding the right agent. I can't tell you how many times I've got buyers that have worked with agents for 6 months and then they come work with me and they're blown away because the other agent really didn't do what was expected of them. So finding the right agent is step 1. Step 2 is getting pre-approved by a mortgage lender. Once you have an agent in place, the next move is getting pre-approved for a mortgage that will fit your real budget. And that's important because sometimes buyers want to exceed their value of what they can spend. I don't know if I said that right, but here's a tip from me. I work with a mortgage rep very closely and I have been for years. I like local mortgage reps, I like local attorneys, and I like local people that work as far as home inspections because they're familiar with our area and things move a lot quickly and a lot more efficiently when you're working with local professionals during the transaction. I always recommend to my buyers get pre-approved through my mortgage rep, and I work closely with him also to expedite the loan. So the money's always there, and I love that, and we can close. I've closed in 18 days, 30 days, 45, 60, up to 90 days I've closed. So, I work with a mortgage rep where all that can be made possible. It keeps your whole transaction moving fast and everything is under one roof. So that's my whole bit on getting pre-approved, and that's something you're going to need to do to start the process. Are you thinking of relocating to Union County? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have taken the time to put together the ultimate relocation guide. I added the link below. Everything from top employers to the best hospitals to a whole boatload of other things you'll need to know before you make the move. And it's complimentary. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. I'd love to hear what you think. I'm happy to help. Step 3 is offer and acceptance. It's actually making the offer and the paperwork you're going to need when you place an offer on a house. Once you find the right home, you make an offer, and that comes with some paperwork. Depending on your property, you're usually looking at a pre-approval letter, a contract of sale, a lead paint addendum, and the lead paint addendum is given by the state of New Jersey. If a house was built before 1978, you have to find out from the seller if they're aware of any lead paint issues or not, or if they have any reports, and then you will have to sign that as well as the seller. A seller's disclosure, that's when the seller goes through the entire property, soup to nuts, and lets you know exactly what they did. If something failed, the sump pump failed, so there was water in the basement, but I replaced the sump pump and now that has been eradicated and that no longer happens. So the seller's disclosure is what you're going to have to sign as well, and that's also by New Jersey state law. Sometimes you'll need proof of funds. So what this means actually is, for example, let's say a house, just going to pick a random number, is $800,000. And then you want to make an offer over asking for $880,000, and you're going to put 20% down. You're going to have to show the seller upon request the 20% down, which is going to be $160,000, and that additional $80,000 to show that if you have to cover from 800 to 880, you have that 80,000. So it's 160 plus 80 is going to be $240,000. You have to show that as proof of funds from a financial institution, especially cash offers. If you're offering all cash, you have to show that you have the money, and that's where the proof of funds come in. Your agent should walk through every step of these forms and every step of the proof of funds as well, because you're going to need the financial statement with the financial institution at the top, the address, your name, account number, which you black out, but you're going to have to show the nearest date of that account balance. So you're going to submit that pre-approval, contract of sale, lead paint addendum, and the seller's disclosure. So that's all you're going to need to do just to make the offer. And that's step 3. Okay, step 4 is called offer and acceptance. We've now gathered all the paperwork. We've made the offer to the seller, and the seller says, yes, I want to work with that buyer. They accept your offer. So that's called offer and acceptance. And your offer is really just a written contract. It's a price the price is just part of the written contract. You can offer to cover the owner's buyer's agency fee instead of asking the seller to do it. Let me rephrase that. When you're structuring your contract or structuring the deal, it's not just about the money. It's also about the timetable. Can you close in 30 days because the seller has to get out of there? Or the seller needs to stay a little bit longer. Can you extend your closing date to 90 days, if you will? Not only that, but New Jersey has a luxury tax or a mansion tax. So any house over $1 million, upwards of however many millions, there's a percentage that needs to be paid. So typically between $1 and $2 million, the seller is now responsible for paying 1% of that sale to New Jersey State. The thing is, when you're structuring the deal and you're buying a house over $1 million, to make the deal look better, you might want to say as a buyer to the seller, hey, I'll cover that 1%. I'll take care of whatever that is. Don't worry about it, Mr. Seller. And I'm going to cover my buyer's agency fee as well. So those points, 3, 4 points, or whatever you're taking off of the top is going to make the net larger for the seller. And then that seller is going to accept your offer, hopefully. Fingers crossed, right? You can also waive contingencies like home inspections or appraisals. And that also makes your offer stand out. But remember, it's not always about the highest number. Sometimes it comes down to your closing date or simply the total of what the seller is going to walk away as a net proceed. So this is step 4 of offer and acceptance. I also want to point out every deal is different. So everything has to be structured differently. Typically when there's an estate sale, and let's say that the parents live there for 50 years and then they've moved on, now the children are left with the house, they want to sell that house and just get the most equity out of that house. So typically that's an as-is property and it's vacant, and there's a lot of different things that go into buying a house. But that's just one reason to speak with the right agent, and this is step 4, offer and acceptance. Step 5, the attorney review process. And this one surprises people. In New Jersey, every signed contract goes through a 3 business day attorney review process. Either side's attorney can adjust or cancel the deal in that window. No penalty to anyone. It's one of the most protective home buying laws in the country, and it's built right into how we do things here. It's interesting because when buyers put an offer in and a seller accepts the offer, there's that attorney review process period where anybody can jump out of the deal at any time. We always want to move quickly and efficiently, because let's say your offer is accepted and you're in attorney review, and then somebody comes in and says, okay, I'm going to offer $25,000 more. At a moment, the seller can say, I'm disregarding your offer, and then I'm going with the next offer. So the attorney review process should be quick, efficient, and getting it done. So then we can go under contract, which is the next step. All right, step 6 is home inspection. After the attorney review process has concluded, you are officially under contract. The home inspection is usually scheduled within the first week or 2 after you're under contract, as soon as possible. The standard inspection covers the house itself, but you can also add on extras to that home inspection. It's almost like an a la carte menu. things like termite inspection or an inspection for an oil tank sweep, radon, sewer inspection, chimney inspection. And the inspectors that I refer to you are people that I use day in and day out. They're licensed, insured, efficient, and they get the job done. I love my home inspectors. I only refer people who I use and who I agree with and who get the job done and show up and do the work. Anything that comes up during home inspection, this is something that the buyer has to realize. You're not stuck. We can always present it to the seller and see if they will negotiate to help with a credit or help resolve the issues just so they can get to the closing table. So home inspection issues are something you can deal with through your attorney and through the seller's attorney to figure out how to work out best together to get the job done and get to the closing table. All right, step 7 is mortgage and appraisal. Your lender finalizes the mortgage and orders the appraisal. Quick note, if you're paying cash, you can skip this step entirely. No mortgage to finalize means no lender, and no lender means no appraisal requirement. So cash deals tend to move a lot more quickly. So this step is basically where you get your financials in order, and the mortgage company working behind the scenes is going to give you a mortgage commitment. So this way the appraisal comes through, and once the house appraises, we move forward to closing. Step 8, title work. I'm gonna read a lot from the page here because there's a lot to cover, but you need to understand it. Title work runs in the background, clearing a pathway to home ownership. The title company does a deep search on the property's history, making sure there's nothing such as an old lien, an unreleased mortgage, or a judgment against the property that could cloud your ownership in the end. If they do find something, it doesn't necessarily kill the deal. It just means there's a little bit more work that needs to be done to clear up before closing. And if anything ever slips through and surfaces after closing, that's exactly why title insurance is there. It protects you, the buyer, financially and legally. For title work itself, I refer my own team so I know it's getting handled correctly. And my title officer is always in touch with the buyer. So there's direct communication, and if there's any questions that need to be answered, title can answer them for you. All right, step 9 is utility transfer. This is basically the home stretch of the deal. And right around now is when you want to handle your utility transfer, your electric, gas, water, sewer, trash collection. Switching everything into your name is what's going to be key for an easier transition into the new home. Just wait until your mortgage commitment is in and any inspection repairs are squared away first. So we want to get all of that stuff handled, and then we move on to transfer the utilities. We get it done before closing so everything is live and ready for the day you walk in and start living in your new home. Hey guys, as much as I love making these videos, and I do love making them, what I really love is helping people and families from all over the country make their move here. I've already helped countless people move here. So if you're thinking of moving here next week, next month, or next year, please don't hesitate to reach out. My information is all over the page. Please reach out. I'd be happy to help. Step 10, the final walkthrough. This is a great day. A final walkthrough right before closing, and this just confirms that everything is as it should be and agreed upon. We check the water, we check to make sure everything's working and everything looks exactly how it should look before you move into the house. Everything should be broom swept and ready to go. All right, step 11, closing day. You sign, you fund, you get the keys. Keys for cash. Closing day is great because after your walkthrough, you're basically getting into your dream home and your journey begins. The next chapter in life starts at the closing table. Key timeline to understand how long all of that process takes is typically around 30 to 60 days. It could be a little more, it could be a little less, depending on financing or how you want to structure the deal. And it also depends on when the seller wants to leave the property. Sellers, that same timeline also applies to you as well, just from the other side. Buying or selling and knowing these steps means no surprises along the way. Okay. And here's something that runs through every step you just heard. Once you're under contract, it's important to understand that I can connect you with people I already know and trust, such as attorneys, inspectors, mortgage reps, plumbers, electricians, structural engineers, property survey companies, moving companies, handymen, roofers, masons, chimney inspectors. Whatever you need along the way, I likely already have someone ready to call. I got guys. You need someone? I got a guy. And that's the whole journey. Start to finish, soup to nuts. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Union County, I'd love to walk you through every step of this process in person. So drop a comment, send me a message, or hit that link below. My name is Robert Lacavara with CB Realty in Westfield, New Jersey. I'm always happy to help, and I'll see you in the next video.